What is going on, guys? Zinkzilla here, and I am back with an NHL 25 Hut video as promised. Today I'm going to be going over the new content for January 28th. We've got some cool stuff, to be quite honest with you guys. We've got some really interesting stuff. So I'm just going to go over, some of these new cards on the pages here, and then we're going to go and look at their stats individually, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and rank them. So first off, we've got some new Team of the Year icons they're calling them. So if you own Howe, Lemieux, or Gretzky, you're going to be able to upgrade those cards if you own their icon cards, which is pretty awesome because I have Gretzky, so I'm really excited to upgrade him. That Mike Modano is probably going to be an amazing card. As we know, Jaromir Jagr always has great cards as well, so we're going to go look at the individual stats, but those cards look amazing. Next up, we have the transactions. As we all know, there was a massive trade between Colorado, Chicago, and Carolina. As you can see, the Canes received Hall and Rantanen. The Avalanche received Natchez and Drury, and I'm pretty sure the Blackhawks retained 50% of Rantanen's salary or something like that. Maybe it was Natchez, one of the two. Don't know exactly, but I think this Rantanen card is going to be unbelievable. Honestly, Natchez as well. Those cards look amazing. We're going to go over those as well. New plays of the year, we got 89 Ottinger, 90 overall Marchenko. His 89 overall card is a beast, so I imagine that card is great. Keep in mind, the only way to obtain these cards is to buy them from the auction house or to pull them in packs. So best of luck to you guys, and hopefully I can get a cool pull one of these days. But I think that'll do it. We've got a free 88 Cole Perfetti. Probably a pretty solid card. That's the first B&D card they've dropped that's actually usable in my opinion. But yeah, and we've got obviously last week, if you missed it, the Four Nations face-off. But the main things we're going to cover in this video are the transactions. And actually they've extended the Team of the Year forward sets by a week as well. So we're going to go over that. They've added some new sets as well. So I know this has been a long-ish intro, but let's go review some cards. All right, guys, so we're going to start off with the new Team of the Year cards. We've got a 90 overall Gretzky, 90 endurance is big, 92 speed, 92 excel, gold elite edges, silver make it snappy. It's the same as his icon. Not a whole lot more I can comment on. 92 faceoffs is big, solid shooting. You pop those synergies on. He's got obviously insane playmaking, 99 offensive awareness, 99 passing, 97 puck control. His puck handling is going to be great. Overall, super solid card if you pull that. Next up, we're going to take a look at Gordie Howe here. 91 speed, 91 excel. Solid card again. When we take a look at these synergies here, gold close quarters is really, really good. 98 body checking, 98 strength. Going to be really hard to knock off the puck. Yeah, man. I mean, if you obviously a 90 overall, any card 90 overall at this point in the game that you pull is huge. That's kind of all I can really say about that card. Let's look at this Lemieux here. So he's only at an 89 speed. He's obviously a bigger guy, 6'4", 230. Really good shot, insane shot. 97 agility, though. Even with the slower speed, that's still huge. Gold unstoppable force. You guys know that this is an OP X factor, especially if his icon. It won't cost you anything. Yeah, man. 90 face-offs, so not crazy good, but still very possible to run this card on the wing. I know he's slow, but if you know how to use him, even a slower winger with gold unstoppable force, in my opinion, is more than usable. We've got this new 90 Lindros, 6'4", 90 speed, 92 agility. Good hands, 92 face-offs is good. Same thing, gold unstoppable force. Great card overall. Where's this Modano that we're looking for here, you guys? Here we go. 93 speed, 94 excel, gold elite edges, really good hands. He's a fast card. 91 faceoffs is huge. If you guys pull this card, this will be on your team for months, in my opinion. Until we start getting into those high overalls, Mike Modano always has such good cards. Really good shot. Unfortunately, the synergies don't go towards the shot, but I still think a 90-plus shot at this point in the game is more than okay. He's going to hold on to the puck well. He's got pretty good strength at 90. This is a more than usable card. Yeah, man. I mean, you can't really complain about Medano. And then lastly, we're going to take a look at Yager here. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 92 agility. Like this card's legit. 96 deking. Take a look at the synergies. He's going to have his shot boosted and he's going to have his agility and balance. I mean, gold puck on a string also, in my opinion, is an amazing ability. If you're good at puck handling, if you're good at kind of protecting the puck, you're going to thrive with a card like this. I had the 85 overall Yager from the Supernatural, and it was a beast of a card. Literally was on my team for probably over a month until I think there was a MSP set where I had to trade in 85s. He wasn't in my lineup anymore, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. But this card is still amazing. Any of these new 90s like icons, they're calling them Team of the Year icons. Any of these cards you pull are absolutely worthy of fitting in your lineup. If they just don't interest you, I mean, sell them. They'll go for a good amount of coin. That's pretty much it. Yeah, man. I don't think I missed anyone. Let's go take a look at the new transaction cards. All right, guys, here we go. So we've got the new 90 overall Mikko Rantanen, 6'4", 215, 93 speed, 94 agility, 92 excel. With the synergies, he's got pinpoint shooting and sniper forward, so he gets a double boost to his shooting. Gold Make It Snappy isn't amazing, but I would definitely recommend running Silver Unstoppable Force, no matter what. It's an amazing perk, or X Factor, whatever you want to call it. He's got 89 face-offs as a right wing, which is quite interesting. You could even run this card at center if you really wanted to on like your fourth line if you needed to, like I said. But checking wise, he doesn't have great checking stats, but he's got 95 deking, 94 offensive awareness, like all 92 plus in the hands. Really good speed. Like this card's legit, you guys. So if you pull this, I mean, you can sell it, but I would recommend using it. I mean, I think unless you're really hungry for coins, like these new cards that they dropped are very similar to like MSPs. And look at Taylor Hall, you guys. 94 speed, 94 excel. That is the same as Team of the Year McKinnon. So just keep that in mind, that a lot of these cards, even though they might not have as many abilities active, like actually stat-wise, I'm not saying they're going to perform exactly the same, but this is equivalent card if speed is the main thing you're looking for to the Team of the Year McDavid, other than the fact that, or McKinnon, other than the fact that he's left-handed. So this card's amazing. Like 94 speed, 94 agil at 89 overall is huge, you guys. Like this card can stay on your team for months if you pull him, in my opinion. Yeah. I want to rank this card. Like I don't really have ranks that I can actually give you, but I can, based off of these stats, I can highly recommend that you use this card if you pull it. I mean, I think most of you would. Sometimes the first thought is, oh my gosh, it's a new card. Let me get the coins, whatever. Sure, if your main goal is to build Team of the Year cards or whatever, you want to get as many coins so you can buy as much fodder, I understand. But I personally think the joy of pulling a really good card like this and using it is just as valuable as having coins. Like, you got to enjoy the game, you know what I mean? If you get a really sick card, use the card, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Feel free to disagree. But yeah, this card's crazy. Let's go take a look at the new Avs cards. All right, guys, here we go. So we've got the 90 overall Martin Necas. Yeah, this was a crazy trade. I'll just say that. No one was really expecting this. It happened out of the blue. I don't even think the players were warned that this was happening. But yeah, basically what we're looking at here is, sorry, I'm just going to turn my mic up just in case. But yeah, basically we've got 99 agility, 95 balance with these synergies. 92 speed, 92 excel is still very, very good. I would say the Rantanen card is probably better, but yeah, I mean, overall, this is still a really solid card. 92 speed is still faster than the majority of cards in the game. It's right up there. You know what I mean? It's right up there. He's got the hands boost. He's got the agility and the playmaking forward, which increases, obviously, your agility, balance, and your hands. This is a great card. Yeah, very solid. Very usable, but I would understand if you wanted to sell that. Let's find, who are we looking for here? Jack Drury. Now, this card is pretty much, yeah, I mean, this is pretty much Team of the Year fodder. if you pull this, yeah, 89 Excel, only one synergy, only one gold ability. This card is basically, I wouldn't even say this card has much coin value. This is basically just fodder for Team of the Year sets. It's kind of all I have to say about this about this card. 511, 174. Just not a great card. I understand why they made it. It's transaction, it's cool, but he's just not that much of an impact player. So this is kind of why his stats are like this. If you have a lower overall team and you're in a lower div, more than usable card, but I still would recommend trying to build a Team of the Year forward if you don't have one. At least one, but that's just my opinion. Not a great card, but still usable when you're going up against teams that have similar overall cards. That's kind of the way I look at it. All right, guys, let's take a look at the new plays of the, or is it plays of the month? Maybe plays of the month, highlights, something like that. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but I'll find them. Sorry about that. One sec. My apologies, guys. It wasn't plays of the month. It was plays of the year. Here's the new Jake Ottinger, 89 overall, 6'6". He's obviously always a meta goaltender. Pretty much one of the main ones you're going to play against when you have higher overall teams. Yeah, I think this card's solid. Not something that I necessarily think is necessary for you to like go out and buy with your coins if you see one pop up, because he's probably going to be overpriced. There's a lot of good goalies out there that aren't 89 overall. I do think that goalies are too inconsistent in this game to have to dump all your coins into a brand new higher overall goalie. I'm not saying you shouldn't or you can't or it won't benefit you, because it very well could, but at least for me, one thing I've noticed is that the goalies in this game are just bad. Like, straight up, they're bad. It's kind of the only way I can put it right now. If you pull this card, great. If you have an 86 overall goalie like me, I think you'll be just fine. I've scored a lot on 89 overall goalies, and then I've seen 86 overall goalies play better than 89s. It's totally a thing in the game. If it's something you want to do, go for it, but it's not like a must buy or whatever. You know what you'd must use an 89 overall goalie. That's just my opinion, but really solid card. 87 speed, 80 endurance, 91 agile, 93 durability is huge. To be honest, that means that his stamina is going to drain quite slowly. Like, he's going to be able to stay at a medium range of stamina even throughout full pressure. So that's good. That's a solid point. But other than that, yeah, just a decent card. Yeah. See you guys on the Marchenko card review. All right, you guys, this is a card that I think is really, really good. 92 speed, 92 excel for a 6'3" gold puck on a string. I would say you should use on this card if you get him. It just will make his puck handling feel even better. He's obviously got super high strength, you guys. Like, it is not easy to get the puck from this card. I have his 89 overall Hut 2000s MSP, and that card has been lights out for me. I would say since I made that card, it has scored the most goals for me, like by far, more than any other card. I can't really say much more about this card other than the fact that it's really, 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 really good. Like, it's worth that many reallys because it really is. Like, the 89 overall card, like I told you guys, is so insane. And I just think if you pull this, you're extremely lucky. Right-handed, big, good shot winger. They're not easy to come by at this point in the game just yet. Like, who do we have? McKinnon. He's going to be like the best right-handed winger right now. Even though he's a center, I know. But most people run him at the wing because of his speed. But like, that's what I'm saying. This is a really, really good card that has similar stats to some MSPs, minus the extra silver abilities. I don't think you need Big Rig. It's not as good as Unstoppable Force like his MSP has, unfortunately. But Puck on a String will definitely benefit you. All right, guys. So the last Plays of the Year card is a 6'2", 180-pound Charlie Lindgren. Full right goalie, which is kind of cool. That's what I am in real life. good agility, 92 durability once again. Very, very good. He's got the acceleration boost, which is quite cool. Speed boost as well, which is cool. Those synergies are nice. Contortionist, not a good X factor. Mid card, unfortunately, he's short. Like, if you pull this card, cool. Do I think you should sell him? Yes. Do I think you could even use him in a Team of the Year set? Yes. Like, this is not a major loss if you throw this card in a set. I would say minimum for goalies is 6'4", you guys. Like, unfortunately, unless you're a Caps fan and you think this is a sick card, go for it. I'm always an advocate for using the cards of your favorite team or whatever, but this card is just not going to be that good. It's just a thing in this game. A 6'2" goalie is just not very good, unfortunately. So that's my opinion on this card. Not much to say. Let's go look at the new upgraded icons, all right? All right, guys, here we go. So here's our first look at the newly upgraded 90 overall power-up icon, Wayne Gretzky card. I think it's going to be quite similar to his other card, his Team of the Year icon. I can't say exactly, I don't remember, but obviously the difference is that this has free AP, so I don't have to pay for these abilities to be active. I own this card. And another thing to keep in mind is that it now costs 3 icon tokens to upgrade them, not 2. So I'd imagine now anytime we go up past 89 for any of these cards, like any upgrade or power up cards, not even necessarily the icons, it's going to be 3+. I think Kucherov to get to 90 was maybe even 4 for the X Factor. So it's not all exactly the same, but you can see I've got the playmaking forward active for Gretzky. I don't have playmaking boost right now, but he's got a 98 offensive awareness, 98 passing, 97 puck control, 96 agility, and as you can see, he goes up 1 speed and 1 excel. So this card is going to feel even better than it has. His 89 was just amazing. Like, I'm super pumped to try this card. You can see he's got 45 goals, 78 assists in 253 games. That's, I would say, for a long time I was playing him on my third line. He just doesn't get a ton of ice, but when he does, he makes a difference. Yeah, man. Let's go take a look at the new Gordie Howe upgrade. So he's got a 90 as well. We've got 88 speed, 91 excel. I believe his Team of the Year icon had 89 speed. I could be wrong there. But with both his synergies active, we're looking at 99 balance, 92 hand-eye, 91 puck control. Really good strength, obviously body checking strength, so he's going to be really hard to knock off the puck. Super solid card. If you own this card, I mean, good for you. You got a pretty solid right wing here. The only problem is that he's still quite slow, which isn't ideal, but he'll get there. He's just not really... I just don't see why anyone would have made anyone other than Lemieux or Gretzky just yet, but we've got Lemieux at an 89 speed now, which is, I guess, not that much different than Gordie Howe. Gretzky, I would say, is still the favorite. Like I said, 92 speed, 92 excel. Like, it's the Gretzky card is definitely the best in my opinion. But once again, if you own both cards, you're looking even better. Like, this is a 90 overall for these cards at this point in the game is pretty solid. They're basically guaranteed 99s. And the way that these cards are looking, man, they look pretty dang good. And just remember that the upgrade to get to 90 now costs 3 icon tokens instead of 2. But yeah, overall, these cards are looking sick. Like, if you own any of these new cards that hit a 90, you're chilling. Minus Howe, I would say, to run him at the wing and only have 88 speed, that's unfortunate. Is it usable? Yes. Is it comparable to Gretzky? Not at all. Especially with Gold Elite edges, Gretzky's going to feel way better. But like I said, eventually these cards will get up there anyway. But in my opinion, Gretzky 1, Lemieux 2, Howe 3. But that's just my opinion. Let me know if you feel any different in the comments. Now, let's go and take a look at the new Team of the Year sets, all right? All right, you guys, so take a look here. As you can see, we have 9 days, 21 hours, 59 minutes. They have added basically, like, I don't know exactly how many days, but they've added time to the forward sets. Now, I don't know if this means, I doubt this means that the defensive, the defense and goalie sets coming out that were originally coming out on Friday. This won't delay that anymore. I just think that they've given you more time to make the forwards, which sure, good enough, like cool. I don't personally agree with it. I think that you should be prepped, you should be ready. I understand that like there's life that's way more important than a video game, but I just feel like it takes away from the people who have grinded and been saving their cards and packs to be able to make these cards. And now you're giving people more time who maybe wouldn't have been able to get them. Like, I understand they want people to enjoy the game, but I also just think it's a way for them to make more money. They dropped these new flash sale packs, 387s for 1,000 points, I think, which is a great deal, but it's a great deal because they know people are going to buy them. But that's a whole nother thing. Doesn't matter. Just wanted to let you guys know that they extended the forward sets if you were worried or if you weren't able to make them. So now you can jump on that. And I believe they've changed the exchange sets, you guys. So here we go. Yeah, they've added some new ones. So now they have a set where you can trade in 985s to get 387s. It's all it is a convenience thing. It has nothing to do with changing the value and how much they were worth. Because before you only had 3 options, and it was where you would trade in 385s to get 187. The only difference here is they've made it more convenient so you can make more at once. That's literally it. Yeah, that's literally it, you guys. So if you didn't get a chance to make a team of the year, you got more time to make a forward, and I'm pretty sure the defense are still supposed to be coming out on Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. And then another thing I figured I would show you guys quickly is there's a new Winnipeg Jets set, like I showed you at the start, 88 Perfetti. You complete one set, you get a random Winnipeg Jets player, tradable, which is pretty cool. I don't usually do those a ton, but if you need to, go for it. That 88 Perfetti is going to be pretty good, in my opinion. So, yeah, man. I've pretty much covered everything, I believe, within this new content here. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate, liking, commenting. I'm going to start posting way more on YouTube. And I just wanted to let you know, again, that these new cards, these are all only obtainable from packs or buying them in the item shop. Or in the auction house, sorry. This isn't Fortnite. What am I saying? So yeah, if you pull one, if it's not going to fit on your team or you don't want it, get it up on the auction house because I'm sure someone does. But you're not going to be able to build these cards. Yeah, really good content day overall from EA. I'm impressed. I think, these Team of the Year icons are pretty cool. I'm glad that Mike Gretzky got an upgrade, and I'm sure you guys are too. So with that being said, guys, the last thing I want to say is I've been streaming a lot more on Twitch. If you could go and give my Twitch a follow. We're almost at 400 followers. Weekly champ streams, weekly rivals streams. Stop by. I'm sure you're going to have a good time. I got music playing. I love meeting you guys. I love meeting new people and talking about the game. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe. We just recently hit 1K and we're only going up. So thanks for stopping by, you guys. See you in the next video.